90% of agencies are on a path to losing money this coming year in 2026, and most don't even know why. If you're running an agency or work inside of one, this video could potentially save your business. Hey, I'm Nick, CEO of Agency Acquisitions, and I've scaled multiple agencies to 7 or even 8 figures, and I've helped dozens more grow to profits of 1 million plus per year. So if you're running an agency and want more predictable growth, you're in the right place. Stick to the end, because in this video, I'm gonna break down the top 3 biggest traps that are silently killing agencies and their profits. And I'm gonna show you at the very end how to tie all 3 things together to make your business not only more scalable, but highly profitable. So let's get into reason number 1, over-dependence on a single revenue stream or client. Look, the reason why a bulk of agencies fail is because their total addressable market, their TAM, is actually a lot smaller than they think it is. This happens all the time. People say, I serve people that need Google ads or plumbers or HVAC companies, whatever like your target is. But here's the thing. All of the clients in this total addressable market aren't potentially your clients, because not all of them are willing to work with agencies. And that means, by definition, your total addressable market is much smaller than you realize it is. And I know a lot of agencies that bank on the fact that their total addressable market is much bigger than they truly believe it is. What happens is concentration risk. We need to find a way to de-risk ourselves from the fact that we may have some very big clients that constitute the majority of revenue, or we're only dealing with clients from a very specific area, and we need to figure out ways to expand this. Now, without disrupting your business model too much, there's a very straightforward way to mitigate the total addressable market problem without shifting anything. So one of the easiest ways to mitigate this total addressable market issue is to diversify how you deliver what you currently deliver. And here's the thing. Every single person here that's an agency owner that you are delivering in a done for you manner. Clients come in, onboard them, we do everything for them, we check in with them and let them know our progress. The total addressable market issue is the fact that like not everybody wants to work this way. Some people want things in-house, some people want to do it themselves because they want to learn it. The second that you're only offering done for you, you're not going to be able to get the total TAM. So the easiest way to expand this is to add in done with you services. What is done with you services in the context of an agency? It's consulting. So instead of doing the work yourself, you are showing the client how to do the work themselves and maybe writing some playbooks for them, coaching them on an ongoing basis, doing spot checks and audits, maybe monthly, maybe quarterly. This is what done with you looks like, because you're trying to make them better. Now, this is a great way to increase your average revenue per hour, because you should be charging a lot more per hour for done with you versus done for you. Why? Because you need better people to deliver done with you rather than done for you. The last thing you can do to increase your total addressable market is some people just want to do it themselves, but they don't want to even get your help on this. So this is where we can do DIY. And the easiest way to do DIY as an agency is to just document your own processes internally and do training internally within your own agency, and then just create a client-facing version. Create like a video series of training internally, you flip that outwards, and then you sell that. And this can increase your total addressable market by as much as 100%. Not all clients want an agency. Some want their in-house team to be the best it can be. And so we are facilitating this with done with you and DIY services that we can offer the clients. And as a benefit, the total addressable market is going to double for us. Let's get into reason number 2, broken client feedback loops. Here's the thing. Most agencies fail because they don't track client feedback or retention properly. In a second, I'm going to show you a step-by-step diagram that you can follow, but I need you to know what the danger signs are, because everybody thinks that their churn is lower than what it actually is. Obvious signals that the client is going to leave are generally ignored, and like these are kind of overt. And then people make excuses why clients left. It's like there's always a reason. We're not really introspecting ourselves and really getting to the bottom of, was it really us? This is so critical. I made this into its own video that's an extended version of what I'm going to show you today. And if you're interested in checking this out, look over here somewhere. You can go and look at the full client feedback loop video where I go into detail on how to fix this step by step. So let's get into the diagram. At a high level, this is what we're working with. What happens is really it all starts with Net Promoter Score. And if you don't know what Net Promoter Score is, that we are going to send a survey to the client every month or 3 months, and we're going to ask them how likely they are to refer us from a scale of 1 to 10. We then book a feedback call. with the client. If they scored us a 9 out of 10, meaning they are really, really happy with us, we're going to ask them for an upsell, some sort of referral, or some sort of testimonial, one of the three at bare minimum. And all other feedback, including that, is going to basically get communicated down to our team. And based off of the information that we've gathered, we're going to amend processes and services to make our processes better and serve the client better over time. And this basically creates this iterative feedback loop of product and service improvement. Notice I would say product and service because it's not just a product. It's also about how we serve the client. By installing this feedback loop, you can create huge wins, including preventing clients from leaving in the first place. And churn is a huge enemy of agency scale. So by doing this, you can prevent churn and get to the problem before it actually hits you in the profit margin. And here's reason number 3, price and position misalignment. There's 3 key things when it comes to being able to sell at a certain price and then maintain that price and or increase it over time. And there's 3 core items here that need to be in somewhat of an alignment, okay? So for us to be able to maximize the amount of profitability our agency makes. First, we have brand, and brand really dictates how much we can actually charge at the front end, because if our brand is really robust, it's like very well crafted. We have a lot of case studies about like what we've done before and all of the amazing results we've provided. Brand gives people a reason to believe and to want to do work with us. And if it's really good, it means that they're willing to pay more than they would be for our competitors. Then we have service. Service is really how people decide what you're worth on an ongoing basis. So this is why service matters so much. And ultimately, price is like at a push-pull relationship between itself and brand and service. So how does this actually work? This is what it would look like if we are underpricing on original sale. Imagine our brand is over here, prices here, and services here. Like we are underpricing. And we can actually price much higher if we were to actually just bring price up in alignment to brand and service. Now, let's imagine a different scenario where service is back here, prices here, and brands here. So we can actually sell on initial sale for more. We can actually bring this up. But the problem that that's going to create is that all of a sudden, our service actually isn't as good as our brand. And so we're going to churn clients quickly. So like this, when price is ahead of service, this is going to create churn, okay? Now, what does it look like when we leave money on the table because the service is actually really good? Okay, so like let's imagine service is really good, brand is say here, right? And we sell back here. This is the situation where a lot of people say like, I never churn clients, everybody's super happy, blah, blah, et cetera. It's like, well, of course, it's easy to land deals because brand is ahead of price, right? It's actually pretty easy to close. So we don't need advanced sales techniques. We don't need to really know how to sell that well, right? And then when they actually do buy from us, they're like, wow, the overall value prop of the sales and marketing process was good. The service is actually even better. Like this is amazing. And what this enables us is the ability to upsell. But if we don't upsell them, we're actually like way over delivering versus price. Okay. So this is great if you basically land and expand and then slowly move the price forward. But if you don't move the price forward, what you're doing is you're basically over delivering and leaving money and profit on the table. So you need a strategy to actually start upselling these people. In a perfect world, you have a great brand, you price accordingly. Maybe you want to have price a little bit further behind, and then your service is in alignment with your brand. And this is where you actually maximize dollars. Why? Because, yeah, you're maybe selling a little bit lower than you otherwise could, but it makes a sale a little bit easier. But you have somewhere to upsell because there is a bit of a delta here. There's a little bit of a differential where we can actually increase the price over time a little bit by finding additional sources of value and additional upsells. This is the best sort of scenario. Now, if you are, say, like back here, same relationship of all three, but just further behind, it's basically average to market. And we really want the service to be above market, 7 or 8 at bare minimum. And we want our brand to also be above market generally, right? This means that if we do this, we can increase price. So this is the key takeaway. you never want to be priced in the back half. Like you never want to be in this area or to the left. You always want to be up here. And ideally, you want to be above a 7 in a perfect world. What does this mean? It's like, well, you need to move the brand in this case, and you need to move price. So in an ideal world, you are pricing this in a way where you work on your brand and you're pricing this in a way where the brand is a little bit further ahead. Price is at least like a 7, 7.5. And then you are maximizing your returns this way, because this means that you can price at a premium to market, and agencies that price at a premium to market make abnormal profits. These are the types of agencies that are making 30, 35% plus profit. So remember, even small adjustments enable you to charge a premium and get the maximum you possibly can from your agency. If you want some free takeaways on how to better build your agency to be more scalable and more profitable, check the description below. There'll be some links there. Until next time, I'm Nick from Agency Acquisitions. Catch you later.